Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to this channel and to this video taking a special look at El Clasico as Barcelona take on Real Madrid on Saturday night in what is one of the biggest clashes between the two in recent memory. So what we're going to be doing in this video is taking a look at the key battles going into Saturday night's game, and without further ado, let's get right into it. First key battle, and what I feel will be the most decisive battle going into this match, will be the tactical battle between Zinedine Zidane and Ronald Koeman. Both Zidane and Koeman have had a tricky time in the hot seat of both teams this season, and they both have been put in situations where they have to adjust their preferred starting lineups and tactical approaches. They won't be immune to that coming into the Clasico either. Both have been dealing with injuries to first team players and have taken to similarly using a three at the back type of formation to cope. So I believe that it will come down to the in-game management from the two managers, as they will need to react to how play progresses on the pitch in order to influence the outcome, and in that regard you have to admit that Zizou does have the upper hand between the two Clasico legends, as his big game credentials are as solid as they come. Zidane also has the extra confidence boost of having lost none of the Clásicos he has participated in during his second stint at Real Madrid. So the pressure is firmly on Ronald Koeman's shoulders, but like the Dutchman has shown recently in our performances away at Sevilla, PSG and Sociedad, he is more than capable of handling the pressure and weight of expectation, and also he is able to motivate his players and get them playing well. The next key battle on my list is going to be the one between Karim Benzema and Lionel Messi. With the exceptions of Ramos, Busquets and Piqué, no one has featured in more El Clásicos than Karim Benzema and Lionel Messi. The Frenchman has managed 35 appearances, whilst the Argentine has had 44 appearances in the fixture. Aside from appearances, no active players on either side has scored more goals in this fixture than the two forwards. Benzema with 9 goals in his 35 appearances, whilst Lionel Messi has managed 27 goals in his 44 appearances for Barcelona. No one knows better than these two legendary forwards what exactly it takes to win a big game like this one, and throw in the fact that the two are also in the thick of the Pichichi race in La Liga, and it doesn't exactly take a rocket scientist to figure out that Benzema and Messi will play a crucial part in how this match plays out on Saturday night. Next up on my list of key battles is going to be the one between Casemiro and Sergio Busquets. The likes of Kroos and Modric have had their storied careers, whilst we also have the likes of De Jong, Pedri and Valverde coming up now, who are showing signs of following in the footsteps of the aforementioned. Yet no position will be more vital in the midfield battle than the one occupied by Busquets and Casemiro in the defensive midfield rows. Now, for those who haven't really been watching, they might be surprised to see that Busquets is still getting headlines going into this match, since the general narrative concerning him for the past 2 seasons has been that he is washed, as the kids would say. But I assure you that it is very far from being the case, as Busquets has recently been playing at a level we've not seen him at since peak MSN Barcelona. One who will be familiar to Busquets is of course Casemiro. The Brazilian is probably the most consistent performer and most vital component out of Real's famed trio of Casemiro, Modric and Kroos. He will have to work extra hard to box out Messi and Pedri at the hub of Barcelona's attacks. Same can be said for Busquets, who will have his work cut out against Real Madrid's high press, as it is primarily his job to receive the ball in high pressure situations and then to progress it by feeding his fullbacks, creative midfielders or forwards making runs. And speaking of forwards making runs, my next key battle involves two players who will be looking to do just this, and they are Vinicius Jr. and Ousmane Dembele. On the face of it, they are probably two of the most similar players we will see on Saturday. Both are blessed with loads of pace and have good dribbling ability. Also, both are being used by their managers to create vertical movement on the pitch. Their influence on the game, though, will come down to one other thing that they both have in common, which is a bit of inefficiency in front of goal. Now, whereas one can make the case for Dembele being way more refined than Vinicius Jr. in front of goal, the Frenchman has 51 career goals in 189 club appearances compared to the Brazilian's 29 in 175. The onus though will still remain on both the precocious talents to live up to the high billing of their recent performances as they both head into this game off the back of 2 match-winning performances against Liverpool and Real Madrid respectively. My final key battle for the upcoming El Clasico is going to be a bit different from the ones prior, as it will be between the referees favoring Real Madrid or calling a fair game. Now, in recent games, JK, it's the battle between Marco Asensio and Jordi Alba. Marco Asensio has recently found himself in a bit of a purple patch as the Spaniard seems to have rediscovered his scoring touch over the past month or so playing for Los Blancos. He has during that time managed to score 4 goals in 6 games, including a goal on Tuesday night against Liverpool. He will be up against probably the most in-form left-back at the moment though in Jordi Alba. Like Asensio, the Catalan is himself no stranger to finding the back of the net, as he has done so on quite a few occasions since the turn of the year, but along with that he has also been a huge creative outlet for La Blaugrana. Check out this video here where I look back at the performances of players in March to see just how good Jordi Alba was. This battle is probably the most intriguing of the bunch, as it will in many respects be a duel between the 2 players, as both will be responsible for defending against each other as well as exposing each other depending on the phases of play. Now obviously there's a lot of other players who are crucial to how Barcelona and Real Madrid will play that I have left out here, the likes of Kroos, Modric, Griezmann, De Jong, Dest, and also the 2 players who were hardest to leave out, Thibaut Courtois and Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But these are the 5 battles that I feel are going to be the most important going into this latest edition of El Clasico. On an unrelated note though, congratulations to Antoine Griezmann, who welcomed his 3rd child into the world on Thursday the 8th of April, and here is a fun fact for you: all 3 of Griezmann's kids were born on the 8th of April. Talk about a hat trick. With that said, it is a wrap from me, ladies and gentlemen. I still have one more video coming up before the match, which is the usual match preview, so I'll see you then. Have a great day and Forza Barça. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.